Hey fellow founders, this is Anatoly from CXDojo, and today I'm gonna tell you the story about small technical debt and not so small project. But before we start, let's do a quick check. Did you recently notice some confused emotions on your candidate's face during the interview when you tell them about your technology stack? Do you remember when small features take ages to add? If yes, your company may be struggling from technical debt already. Watch this video if you want to know how you can avoid technical debt, and hit subscribe button if you are already in this situation, because in future we'll be talking about stuff like that a lot. So the story. Meet Jim, a software developer, and one day PM approaches him with a task. Hey Jim, we have this client who wants us to add a new button. Can you estimate how long it might take to do?
Well, I'm not sure right now, but it might be somewhere like 3 days.
Really? 3 days? Well, I thought it would be less, because last time we did it took a day.
Well, if you remember, last time we used our special creative approach to make functionality done in time.
Can we do it one more time, please? Because he says he needs this ASAP.
Okay, I'll try to do my best.
Well, thank you so much. You just saved my life, bro. This was a good example of how technical debt is conceived. As you can see, it's very easy to earn it. What seems to be a small workaround within the scope of a single feature may become a serious problem in the future. An interesting fact that an average developer spends around 17 hours a week dealing with maintenance tasks such as debugging or refactoring. In our example with Jim, he had two options: either choose a faster but compromised solution, or take more time but do it well. Technical debt is not bad if you don't ignore it and know how to manage it. However, let's be clear how it occurs. Technical debt may be caused by business pressure, poor planning, lack of automated tests, and issues with technical documentation. Nowadays, it's impossible to create a perfect product, and technical debt isn't something that can be effectively dealt with once and for all. But don't worry, it can be managed. Based on my experience, I recommend 4 ways of managing technical debt. The first one, and the most important, is refactor your code. Refactoring is a process of changing the code structure without adding a new functionality in order to optimize the guts of the project. I'm telling you, don't just wait until your developers come to you begging for giving them time to refactor the code. Apply Pareto principle to your development. Spend 80% of the time adding new functionality and 20% of the time refactoring the code. The second way is to constantly measure your technical debt. It's not very easy to do because there is no single metric for that. I recommend tracking the following items. The first one is team velocity. This is very easy to do if you are using Scrum, because you always know how many story points you include in your sprint. The second item to track is developer happiness. Let's be honest, there are some projects where developers are increasingly annoyed while working on the code, which means that there are serious problems with technical debt. The third item to track is the number of bugs. After each iteration, collect the number of open serious issues and compare it to the previous iteration. Also, it's worth checking out the number of open bugs versus the number of closed bugs. Third way, remember about unit tests. As easy as that. Just remember, in 2021, no project should be started without unit tests, because this is the cheapest way to keep your code structured and to avoid regression issues. Piece of cake, right? And the fourth one, treat your technical debt as part of your business strategy. Embed it into your roadmap. Take care of your project. Make it a corporate culture among the developers. Just do it! So, the final thoughts are, it doesn't really matter how old your project is, whether it's a couple years old or a fresh new one. Technical debt is inevitable. And we used to think that is something scary, but it's really not if managed properly. And we can help you finding the right balance between adding new features and managing technical debt. I hope this video helped you understand how to avoid this trap. Let's create something awesome together. Bye bye.